Hey guys, it's me Sujoy over here. Welcome back to another video. So on this video, I'm going to be talking about is Vietnam going to issue a 36 months multiple entry visa for foreigners. So this is a very great update. So I just decided to make this video. If you are new to my channel, the name of my channel is called as Sujoy in Vietnam. I've been living over here for over 6 years, and I was an English teacher over here in Vietnam for over 3.5 years. And then I started my online digital marketing business. And I'm also a full-time YouTuber. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. So I just came across this article yesterday from Vietnam News, which is my go-to guide when I like to keep myself updated with the latest visa updates, travel updates, or anything which is important, which I need to convey via my YouTube channel to all you expats who are planning to come to Vietnam or who are currently residing over here. So I'm going to have a rundown of this article, and also I'm going to keep a link of this article down in the description below for you to have a go through. So the title of the article is, so I got my laptop over here. So I'm going to be reading out the article, and I'm going to be taking out some main points, and also I'll be giving some of my intakes. Um, so before I continue, I just want to, sincerely thank the Prime Minister of Vietnam for fast tracking this process. As you know that one of my previous videos I talked about more countries would be listed for the visa exemption policy, when visiting Vietnam. So I really want to sincerely thank the Prime Minister over here in Vietnam for pushing this forward, for trying to fast track the long-term Vietnam visas. So a very big thank you to you, sir, from my channel, Sujoy in Vietnam. And I would also like to humbly invite you to make a state visit to my country, India. And I really hope that we can sign some major bilateral agreements. So with that being said, let's just continue with the article over here. The article title is Vietnam on arrival. Um, Vietnam on arrival, 36-month multiple entry visa on the table. Government. So the Public Security Ministry must also study the issuance of visas on arrival at border gates, and the report must be submitted to the Prime Minister in the second quarter of 2024. Now, I presume this is going to be for international airports here in Vietnam, and also the land borders here in Vietnam, neighboring Laos and Cambodia, the Mokbai border especially. So Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh has asked relevant agencies to explore the possibility of issuance of visas on arrival, and introducing visas for long-term stay with multiple entries for foreign tourists in a bid to boost tourism. The government leader made to order in, so I'm going to skip this part. Um, the Ministry of Public Security is told to promote administrative procedure reform, apply scientific and technological advances, and implement automation solutions in handling procedures for foreign nationals entering, residing, and traveling safely in Vietnam. They're responsible for researching and proposing procedures for online exit and entry through facial recognition, which is the Face ID, and electronic passports, e-passports, to facilitate and expedite tourist travels. So let me just talk a bit about this point over here. Is that facial ID is the way to go forward when it comes to immigration checkpoints. And also, because I used to work with biometric company for a year in Southeast Asia. So We had the eye scans, we had the fingerprints, and also, I think in future the trend would be, it would be an automated immigration checkpoint where, like in Dubai, you have, like, if you have your Emirates ID, you just put it in the machine and you're going to be just there for a minute or two, and then you're good to enter Dubai. So that avoids any hassle of going through any immigration officers or something. But in general, the immigration officers over here in Vietnam, they do a wonderful job. They're pretty effective, and they like to keep it very fast tracked. So I don't have any issues with that. But I can see that it's becoming more technologically advanced right now. So if I may continue, the ministry must also issue the issuances of a visa on arrival at border gates, and report must be submitted to the Prime Minister in the second quarter of 2024. All right, so other policies to study include expanding list of countries that Vietnam offers visa exemption. So as you're aware that there is a visa exemption policy which Vietnam does issue for 13 countries, especially Japan, South Korea, Russia, Denmark, United Kingdom, Norway, Finland, Sweden, France, Belarus, Italy, Germany, and Spain can enter Vietnam without visas for stays up to 45 days. I did have one of my subscribers, he's from Finland. He had commented on one of my previous videos for the visa updates. He had some questions regarding that, if he enters Vietnam, knowing that he gets 45 days visa exemption, can he only stay for 15 days, or it has to be less than 45 days? So I don't know who was giving that kind of suggestion, but I definitely gave him a link. You can also check that out, vietnam-visa.com, pretty reputed. I used to actually get my visas done with them the first year when I was out here in Vietnam. They're highly trusted, highly effective. I can keep a link of. I'll keep a link of this company down in the description below, so you can just, especially they cater for expats. So highly reliable. You can check it out. I'm not affiliated with them, but it's just like a goodwill gesture. But yes, I replied to his comment that if you're a Finnish national, you can enter Vietnam. You can stay until 45 days. So to be on the safe end, stay for 44 days and exit. But of course, his itinerary plan is to come to Vietnam and stay for 20 days, so there won't be any issues whatsoever. So just to make things cleared up, okay. So let me continue. Other policies to study include expanding list of countries. Okay, I covered this. The public security authorities will also need to look at visa exemptions for short-term periods from 6 months to 12 months for tourists from some large-scale, high-spending markets, as well as pilot issuance of long-term visas, which is the 12 to 36 months, with multiple entries to attract high-end tourists, market segments, retirees, with high spending potential from target markets such as Europe, Northeast Asia. So I believe Northeast Asia maybe could be like, is that Korea, Japan? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, North America, India. India and the Middle East countries. So if last year, the highest number of tourists to Vietnam were Indians, and usually Indians are high spenders. And, a couple of expat YouTubers say, Indians don't spend money. There's that, like a couple of those living in the old times. Well, you're a bunch of BS, okay? Like Indian tourists come out here to spend a lot of money. They live in good hotels. I've seen many Indian tourists. They stay in hotels like Rex Hotel and all those other lavish hotels here in Vietnam, in Saigon, and they do spend a lot of money. So yes, averagely, if they come for a 7-day trip, they usually have a travel budget of around, say around 1,200 to 1,500 US dollars just for a 7 day trip, or it could be even a bit more. So let me just continue. Um, so, right. So this is about the board has studied criteria to expand the list of countries enjoying Vietnam visa exemption, including having a significant number of international tourists to Vietnam with strong growth potential, tourists capable of or having potential for high spending in Vietnam being recognized by many countries worldwide and countries in the region for visa exemption, not posing a threat to the security and social order of Vietnam, having good diplomatic relationships with Vietnam, having well developed trade transactions and significant foreign direct investments (FDI) into Vietnam, and contributing to the market diversification. Accordingly, expanding the list of unilaterally visa exempt country features 33 more countries, including 20 remaining countries in the European Union. So I'm not going to name them, but these are Eastern European countries. Um, Alongside the United States, Austria, New Zealand, Switzerland, Israel, South Africa, Turkey, Brazil, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates. So, moreover, the board proposed that the government consider four potential tourism markets for strong development: China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and India. So if you're an Indian tourist, if you're an Indian planning to come out here to Vietnam, I suggest, just wait for a month or so. And, once the long-term visas are in place, then, you can enjoy Vietnam even more. You can stay longer. You don't need a visa to come to Vietnam. I mean, what I'm saying is that you don't need to apply for that e-visa. So I suggest maybe you wait for a month and see, as the latest things develop, I will be the first to put that out on my YouTube channel. So this is a long article. So the countries are also highly ranked by World Economic Forum in the latest report, Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index in 2021. Tourism is a competitive business, and the Prime Minister has remarked that Vietnam's major competitors in the region are Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore, who are striving to attract more tourists for key markets and have made it easy for international tourists to enter their countries. Thailand exempts visa for 76 countries, Malaysia, so that includes India, and also for Thailand. So this was a pilot program for Thailand, the visa free exemption for India, which you get like for 30 days, or is it 30 days? So that high chances are that's going to be extended for another 2 years. So great news. If you're an Indian traveler going to Thailand, you may not require to fill up that visa on arrival form and just waste your half an hour or 1 hour out there and paying that visa fee. So so I'm going to keep a link down of this article below for you to go through. So I just wanted to give you this massive update out here. Please read this article carefully, and make sure that your country is listed. Apologies, I did not mention the European countries because the list is long. So if you belong in one of the European countries list, great news for you. But rest assured, it's getting there, and there's going to be more relaxed visa policies for Vietnam to enter Vietnam. So this is great news for foreign travelers who are planning to visit Vietnam. So if you found this content to be insightful, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And additionally, you can buy me a coffee. And if you're traveling around in Southeast Asia and you want to start a successful passive income online business, I highly recommend you check out the link down in the description below. You can check out my income stream website, and there is a very big, massive launch which is happening this year, and it's going to change the lives of millions. It's free to register, so I highly recommend you join up. So check out my income stream website. So with that being said, you guys have a great day. This was me, Sujoy. Peace out.